Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Jackie here, and I am back to give you guys my weekly perfume tray review video. So, I have here today 7 perfumes that I have tried from varied rack store locations, and some of them are bomb.com, and some of them are a little bit on the more rocky side. But I am here to show you 7 different affordable fragrances that I have in my collection that I don't think I've shown on this channel before. And I love doing these videos just so that you guys know what's out there. You don't always have to spend $1,000 to smell good. Sometimes it could just cost you a couple of dollars, maybe $4 or $5. We'll only have to wait and see. So, in today's video, these are the scents that I have for you. It's a little shaky on it, be a little careful. These are the 7 scents that I have for you. These scents I picked up from DD's Discounts, Marshall's, Ross, Burlington, and a little new website that I recently came across called bbfragrances.com. So I'm super excited to tell you about some of these scents that I have here and give you my little opinion on what my nose has experienced during the week. So the first perfume that I actually want to talk about, I have to say I don't know the name of it, unfortunately, but I did purchase this from DD's Discounts. This is a dupe perfume of Marc Jacobs. Um, oh my gosh, how did the name slip my mind? It's like Marc Jacobs Daisy. Yeah, it's Marc Jacobs Daisy dupe. And the box here, I remember the box was called like Bouquet of Flowers or Flowers or something like that. And it came like this little like pink elastic band and a pink little fabric flower. But this smells like what Daisy should smell like. Now, here's the thing. I really do like the scent of Daisy by Marc Jacobs. It's a really classy, everyday, easygoing, no fail kind of scent. It smells very similar in the way that it smells like powdery, like violet, but also like very sweet, floral, woody. It smells really, really pretty, right? And this one I ended up picking up from DD's Discounts. I would say for about $5, which was a deal, I thought, because this is I actually purchased this one when I very, very, very first started collecting perfumes, because I was like trying to reach for the opposite end of the spectrum. Like for a long time, like many years of my life, I was convinced that if I gotta get a perfume, it has to be mad expensive in order for it to be good. So I actually ended up buying a couple of perfumes. One which I am not going to name in this video quite yet because I don't have it on my perfume tray, but there was a couple of gateway perfumes that like opened my eyes to like those affordable cheapy kind of perfumes. It was like, okay, maybe I can give these a try and just see how it goes, because I have purchased a perfume from DD's Discounts that I do rave about, but this is not the one. It smells like Marc Jacobs Daisy, but at the same time, it's like maybe like a 30% of Marc Jacobs Daisy. Like this performs like a eau de toilette of an eau de toilette, if that makes sense. And Marc Jacobs Daisy is a perfume, but this one is just very light, is very mild in its fragrance, and honestly it just only performs for maybe about an hour and then it kind of disappears altogether. So I ended up wearing this week to the gym. I actually layered it with another perfume on my perfume tray. I have this in my collection and I just wanted to give it a try. I've never really been too much of a fan of this one, I'm not gonna lie, but I have it and I did use it in my perfume collection. So, on my perfume weekly tray of this week. So I just wanted to at least prop it up here and tell y'all that I got this in my collection. I've experienced it. Am I a fan? Not really. Now, if you're the type of person who doesn't go crazy for scents that last all day or scents that are super strong or scents that project all the time, maybe then you will like this one. I think that this is ideal for like teenagers or people who are not so experienced with perfumes, because then you can like overspray the crap out of it and then like nothing will happen, like it wouldn't like bother anybody. Like you go overspray this, like you spray this 20 times, it might just then smell like how it's supposed to, or project in the way that Daisy actually would perform. And then it maybe lasts like a couple of 3 4 hours or something like that, but it's not something that's like super serious. So I would recommend, like those Five Below kind of fragrances. I did get this from DD's discounts, but those like $5 fragrances are just good for teenagers. And so I'm out of my teen years, so I would just have to say that this one is just no longer for me, and that's okay. Um, and I don't know what to do with it. Like it's $5 perfume, so it's like I don't know if I should like give it to a friend, and I don't know if I should just like I don't think it's worth selling on like Macari or anything like that because it's literally just $5. But it was a $5 purchase for me. So if I was selling on Macari, it would probably cost more to just ship it out. So I am still figuring out what to do with that. If you have any like ideas or tips on what to do with like perfumes that you don't really like, that are like guilt free, definitely drop a comment below. And then I'll have to check out some of those resources. I have heard things like donating to like a women's shelter, Facebook Marketplace. So like if I have a couple of more perfumes and I'm just ready to go, I might just give that away in like a bundle or something. And so the next perfume that I actually want to show you guys is called Violet and Sandalwood, and this is from Sand and Fog. This actually smells so 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 good. And I actually did layer this with the dupe of Marc Jacob Daisy because it also has notes of bergamot, violet, cedarwood in it, and I think that's musk and daisy. So like pretty much everything that's in here is in that daisy perfume. This one just smells a lot better. It is a perfume concentrate, so it definitely lasts all day. It projects way better than the Marc Jacobs Daisy. This is a very good brand. I love 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 Sand and Fog. Now this one I actually purchased from Marshalls for $14.99. And I think that this is supposed to be a dupe for Byredo's Mojave Ghost, I believe. I haven't put my nose under that yet, but when I was looking up this perfume and doing different reviews, and trying to see like if this even was something that I wanted to purchase, it did do a lot of comparison to Byredo Mojave Ghost. So this again is Violet and Sandalwood. It's a very fresh, light, floral, aromatic, ozonic kind of fragrance. Very pretty, a little woody, somewhat musky. But I really, really do enjoy this scent. Like I said, I wore the other one to the gym and I did pair this with the gym too. It was light and delicate. Now, I think that this is a good daytime scent and this is good for people who are like sensitive to perfumes. If you're sensitive to perfumes in general, I would always recommend using a perfume oil over a perfume spray, just because perfume oils can give you that same amount of like aromatic essence without actually having to like irritate your nose and irritate your sinuses or anything like that. So that's always good. This one would never give a headache. I really really do like this one. So again, this is Violet and Sandalwood, and it's called Violet and Sandalwood, but it literally says cedarwood. Isn't that crazy? That's so weird. So I don't know, maybe there's sandalwood in here too. Maybe they got their woods mixed up. I don't know. But it smells good regardless. It smells freaking good. So I do like this one. And on top of that, like I like to blend this one with other perfumes in my collection. Like I use fragrance oils to do a lot of like perfume layering throughout the time my week because it just helps increase the durability or the longevity of a perfume. Especially if I'm working with one that I know is on like a bit of the weaker side. So yeah, that is going to be this one. Now the next perfume that I want to talk about on my collection, I did pick up on my weekly tray. I did pick up this one. It's called Free Fresh Me, and it's by Pardon My Fro. And I picked this up from Ross. This is a $9 body spray or body spray mist, and comes in like 8 ounces. And this smells super good. It smells like neroli, um, bergamot, musk, and it has like this like softy aquatic, like salty aquatic element to it as well. It smells super delicious. I do like it. The only complaint that I have is that like it doesn't spray on like a body mist. Like with most body mists, you can spray them all over your body like a billion times, much like you do with like those like kind of cheaper perfumes. But with most vitamins, you can spray them all over your body as much as you want, and then the smell will kind of like dissipate a little bit, and then it'll die down, and it'll just smell good. Smell like pretty good for like a couple of hours. This one, you have to be careful with the amount that you spray because it is fresh, it is citrusy, but it becomes like cloying, like becomes like annoying. It makes you want to sneeze, and it makes you feel like claustrophobic if this like is sprayed too much. Or I say you, but I mean me. It made me feel those type of ways. So I like the way that this smell, but I only really take it easy on this one. I usually spray this after I'm like fresh out of a shower or something, and that's just how I like to use this. I have not used a bunch of this, like literally, like since I bought it. I've used like maybe like a centimeter in this, and yeah, I really just brought this out because I honestly don't wear a lot of body mist in my perfume trays. I do prefer my scents to have a lot of staying power. And honestly, I kind of created like my own little bias behind body mist when it came to perfumery because I was like, oh, body mist don't perform like how perfumes do, and some do, some really do, but this is not one of them. I'm not gonna lie, it smells good, and like it's done by a black owned brand, and I'm rooting for that black owned brand. Like I mean, they got the smell on point, but it's just like honestly, after I wear this for probably like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, it is just totally gone, which is a little disappointing because I don't have the capacity to be spraying this all over my body all day. And at the rate that you need to spray this, I will be in a choking storm. So it smells good, but it just doesn't perform like how I would hope. So yeah, that's part of my Fro Fresh Me. This next perfume I ended up picking up from Marshalls for about like $12.99 or something like that. It is called Maison Charel, Vetiver Green Tea, and Mandarin. I love this scent. This is the perfect scent for me to go to like the gym or like on a super hot day where I want to smell good, but then I don't want to like smell too strong of anything that might annoy me. This is the dent that I have made in this perfume. I've had this for maybe about like 2 or 3 months, and I really do love this scent. It is a unisex scent. It can go like I actually shopped for this at Marshall's and the men's department, but I know that they carry this in the women's section as well. It's a very green, fresh, woody, somewhat like mossy kind of smell with like a little bit of like citrus notes too. Very aquatic, but it's also like fresh, spicy. I like it. And honestly, this one lasts for quite a bit of time. It doesn't last all day, but I would say that this lasts at least like 4 or 5 hours. If it does spray a lot, it does project well, but if you don't spray a lot, it doesn't have to project super well. It's just like this is one of those like it performs like how you apply it. I'll say that. Like it does what it needs to do in the moment that it needs to do it, and I love this for that. And it's funny because like when I first picked up this scent, this was one of those scents that I had to get accustomed to because it smelled like something else, like a Jo Malone scent. And I do like Jo Malone, but their performance is also just very much not that great to me. But this one I thought was really nice, and I like to have this in my collection, especially on times where like maybe if I'm like feeling flustered or having a weird mood in a day, I like to go for like tea scents or like citrus, neroli kind of orange scents because they just kind of help like level me out, feel me, make me feel more grounded, down to earth. I guess it's that vitamin D and the mandarin or the orange, but really like that. And this one is bomb.com. So that is again Mason Charel, Vetiver, green tea, and mandarin. And this is an eau de toilette, so you can spray this a lot more heavier than how you would spray like a perfume, but then like maybe not as many sprays as you would do like with a body mist. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for that one. This next perfume, I did try it. And it's funny because I tried it and I wore it only once this week because I didn't know the power of this perfume. And this is actually called Opera by Milestone. So this is a dupe of um Zerjov or Sosipro because they're like the same. They have like the same. They're Sosipro. So Spiro is purchased under Zerjov now, so it's like the same brand. But this is a dupe for Zerjov Opera. Um, and this is a unisex scent. It's a very floral, fruity, leathery, musky, woody kind of scent. Um, the notes in here are turquoise rose, leather, amber, ylang ylang, nutmeg, patchouli, vanilla, and Haitian vetiver. So it smells really pretty. However, this is a very mature scent. Like this is something that I would definitely say is like a woman who's like in her 50s or older than that, or somebody who's just like very somebody who's going to a very formal occasion. I'll say that because like how can I say like this gives the energy of like women who wear white diamonds, like very put together, very close like relationship to God, like very bold in their energy, very grounded in who they are, but also they like to live for like luxury. They like a nice lifestyle. They're very classy, very conservative kind of people. I think would like this kind of scent. Um, I think that like if I was to wear this, I would just stick to wearing this to like formal occasions, like galas, maybe like what do you call it, table talks, things like that. But honestly, I did wear this. I wore it out just to like see what the scent would be like. Cause I wore it once before to like a social gathering, and it was nice. But I just didn't. I mean, I just didn't get enough of a wear to be able to judge it. However, I did wear this out on a rainy day. I took a walk down like this lake that I was at, and it just smelled absolutely amazing. However, it was just a little bit more of like one of those scents that like I was smelling for the sake of smelling, but not like it wasn't one of those scents that was like right for the occasion. Um, and so this one is also one of those scents that literally lasts an eternity. Like I can spray this on anything and I can spray it on myself and it will last like at least 12 hours. At least 12 hours. I would still notice it. And it doesn't like, okay, and the thing about this is that it projects super heavy when you sort of first spray it on, but then it like dries down and it's very mild. It's very like close to your scent, but like even within like a realm of like 2 to 3 feet, you'll definitely smell like the powdery, fruity, leathery notes in this, and I think that it's also just very beautiful, gorgeous scent, but also just like a very high end, very special occasion kind of scent. So I like that I have this in my collection, but I don't see myself wearing this all the time. This was something that I picked up at Marshall's for $14.99 though. So I'm actually surprised because this is way more formal than what I would expect to find at a Marshall's, to be honest. So this is again Opera by Emper, I believe, which is a Middle Eastern perfume brand. So keep your eyes out for them because they do drop some really good perfumes and some perfume dupes too. The next perfume that I have that I want to talk about today is called Agent, and this was picked up from bbfragrances.com. I actually shopped from bbfragrances.com for the first time, like maybe about 2 weeks ago, and I have their websites all the time because they have dupes of like niche and high-end designer fragrances that are Middle Eastern, such as these, Milestone, Camera, Lattafa, Al Rahab, Al Harman, like so many brands. And so, and they always have them in a very affordable price. So I want to like to save my money, and spend it on better things. And like as much as I love a beautiful perfume, to smell luxurious is from a perspective. Like, unless a trained nose, like a perfumer, is going to be smelling me on a regular occasion, no one is going to know if I'm wearing a $15 perfume or $200 perfume. They just care if it smells good. So, that's more or less why I love to shop these affordable, mass market, accessible perfumes. Now, the perfume that I have in my hand, I purchased from Vivu Fragrances for a 3 for 20 sale that they had going on just because I never shopped there. And I just really wanted to see if this is legit on that website to search from or to shop from. And it actually is. And I was super, super impressed. And I like this shop. I really like this, and I definitely will be back to shop them again because here the thing is, the deal was 3 for 20, and they had two dupes that I purchased and one just like simple, I guess, independent designer fragrance brand. And then they actually added threw in like a roll-on perfume oil in my package. It said it was gonna come between 5 to 8 business days. It came in like three. And then all in all, like it was just like great. Like it was just a really great service. I'm definitely gonna be back to vivifragrances.com. And I just kind of want to add that they are like women owned and Latina owned, so that's always a big plus for me. And so this one's called Agent, which is by Swiss Collection, and this is a dupe for perfume for James Bond 007, Perfume. And that original James Bond scent is going to be an intense citrus. And so this one is actually supposed to be an intense citrus too. The notes in the original James Bond is going to be pear, mandarin orange, freesia, night blooming jasmine, cedar, cinnamon, tonka bean, vanilla, and cashmere wood. When I smell this, I can't for sure say this is an exact dupe. Honestly, would I recommend going out to buy this one versus going out to buying the regular James Bond? Not really, just because the regular James Bond perfume is actually just $20. But I picked this up just because it was on sale and because it was buy one, spend $20, get three other free. So this actually ended up being around like $7 to $8 for me anyway, but including shipping. But I mean, I thought it smelled delightful. I think that it smells good. I like citruses, but I like to wear citruses mainly to the gym. And I had mixed feelings about this, and I still have mixed feelings about this every time I wear it because I can't tell if I love it or if I can't tell if I hate it. And I say that because it's like, A, when I smell this, it is intensely fresh spicy, right? And I can smell a lot of like that like bergamot, that mandarin, and I smell the cinnamon and the tonka bean in here, right? And there's like a hint of vanilla. However, it's just like whenever I wear this, like the first few times I wore this, I hated it, right? I was like, I don't know, because it's like citrus, it's citrus spicy. So it also pulls off very like masculine too. So this can be like a unisex scent. Like when you spray a lot of this pulls masculine, but as soon as it dries down, it's not that it like becomes more feminine, but like it becomes more like unisex, agreeable kind of scent. I think that like when I first started to wear this, I thought this was really pretty. However, I don't know, and it's because like my nose this changes depending on my mood. This is a very mood based fragrance, but when I'm in like a certain kind of mood, this smells like a Sharpie to me, and I don't like that. Like how like those big fat is it not is it a Sharpie? No, it's an expo marker. Those big fat expo markers that have an intense smell. This can either smell like super fresh spicy or like an expo marker. So like I'm kind of mixing on how I wear this. I have worn this a couple of times throughout the week because like I said when I first got it, wanted to give it a chance. I did want to think that I liked it, but then like I wore it yesterday and I was like, I smell like a Sharpie. And maybe it's also because like I was like sweating a lot. I went to jump zone with some of my nephews, and I was like sweating a lot, and I was like, okay, maybe that's the reason. But I don't know. Like I'm still choosing how I feel about this one. So that is again Agent by Swiss Collection. I don't know. It does last an eternity. Like I can put this on. It doesn't project super hard unless I overspray it. But then it does sit on my skin for at least 8 to 10 hours. So it does have that like kind of performance. But I just hate that it kind of smells like a shark. It can smell good at sometimes, and then other times it can just smell like a sharpie. So that's the part that I'm like a little bit mixy on. I'm gonna keep this in my collection a while. I haven't really made too much of a dent in it since I actually purchased this. It's been like really, really little. But I don't know. I don't know. So before I even decide to like want to give this away, I'm just gonna keep it and give it a few more wears because like maybe my nose is feeling away right now, and maybe that's just how it smells. I don't know. Not every perfume that you get on a deal is gonna be a good perfume, and I think we all know that. But at least I want to be honest. I want to just say I want to be honest. And so the final perfume that I have to review on the perfume tray for the week is actually the best perfume, and this is actually called Awraq Al Oud by Lattafa. This perfume I've worn to work, I'll say like at least 3 days a week, and I wear it on a night out. And I've gotten huge amounts of compliments on this. Like this is a very beast mode kind of perfume, so you really don't need a lot of it. But honestly, I would say oh man, like and the compliments have been crazy. Like I stepped into work one day and one of my coworkers was like, "You smell amazing." And I was like, dang. And I like this because I feel like this may be along the lines of like my one of my signature scents. That's the reason why I even started this whole perfume journey was to find the signature scent for me. It wasn't to like develop a fragrance addiction, even though that kind of happened. But regardless, I think that this scent also gets so many compliments because it's a scent that matches my body chemistry, and I think that's important in terms of like um fragrance because you want something that matches your allure, the way that you smell, the way that your body like moves, the way that you look. Because if you smell like super strong and citrusy and masculine, but you're like a really soft and fragile kind of person, it's going to translate weirdly when people look at you. And so I think that this one is just one that really appeals to people because it is like powdery, it's rosy, it's spicy, it's a little fresh spicy, but at the same time it's very like sweet, it's well blended, and it's woody. So I actually picked this up from Burlington for 19.99, which I would not recommend only because you can get this off of Amazon for $14 now. So I mean maybe with shipping it would end up being around the same price, but the thing is like you don't always see these at Burlington, and this was kind of like a one-off pickup. So if you happen to come across this on your Burlington, definitely get it. Sometimes even Marshall host these, but if not, check out places like vvfragrances.com or check out Amazon and see if you can find one of these. They're usually super affordable. And so the notes inside of Awraq Al Oud is going to be we have nutmeg, oud, cinnamon, rose, amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. This is a very well blended perfume. It smells super soft, super delicate. I love this scent. And it also smells woody, but it's like a good, clean, like, oh my God. So I've heard people describe ouds as skanky ouds, and I don't think this is skanky. I don't even know what a skanky oud means. This, oh my God, this smells so good. And I have read reviews, and people say that this smells like grandma. But I think that anybody who's not really well trained in their nose think that anything that's just not generally like sweet and juicy and fruity smells like grandma perfume. I'm I'm almost hitting my 30s. I don't need anything that just smells like punch, fruit punch. Like, I'm kind of too old for that. Like, I want something that smells like sexy and alluring, that like smells like demure and mysterious. And I think that Awraq Al Oud kind of like projects that kind of energy very strongly. Like, I love this scent. I would gatekeep it. I kind of want to gatekeep it, but you know what? I don't even think I have to, because like it's $14 on Amazon. I think that a lot of people maybe feel mixed feelings about this, but I know that whenever I wear this, I get mass amounts of compliments. Like, people love to smell this on me. So may not be for everybody, but it sure is for me. So that's pretty much it. That is the last perfume that I have on my perfume tray this week. And I'm actually super excited to do next week's video, because next week's perfume tray is already starting off to a good note. I actually just got a new fragrance in that I absolutely love and want to rave about. However, these are the scents that I discussed with you today, just to give you a second look at some of these. And I want to thank you guys for sitting through and watching this video with me. And I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Stay tuned for any of the other videos so I can drop in more info about my affordable perfume collection and give you my thoughts and opinions on those too. I hope you have any if you have any opinions or anything to say, drop it in the comment section. I'd love to chit chat with you guys, or love to have a conversation. That's really why I'm here. It's not because I'm getting paid, because I'm not. I do this because I honestly don't want to talk my friends off about perfume all day if they don't care about perfume. I know that if you are looking at perfume on YouTube, you have an interest in what you're seeing. So thank you guys for chiming in to my channel, and I hope you have a good one. See you next time. Bye.